What's up, y'all? I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to talk about some tribulation dreams I've had. Very graphic, very horrific things will happen in the tribulation. The Bible actually says grown men will have heart attacks because of the things they expect. The tribulation will get so bad, grown men are going to have heart attacks just by thinking about it. So you could only imagine, you could not imagine how bad it's going to be. Pato! I don't know where my puppy is. I gotta look for him because I don't want him going to the road or anything. Wait, Sootie. All right, he's right there. Nah, Sootie. He's just right there in the shade. So, in the dreams I've had, y'all could just give me a second. There will be a lot of cannibals, or as I like to call them, zombies. People like to say zombies are humans or whatever that died and they dig themselves out of the grave and they come back from the dead. That's blasphemy. You're basically calling Jesus a zombie. He died and he came back from the dead 3 days later. Even Christians who make videos about this think that a zombie is a person that dies and comes back from the dead. Then he starts eating people and whatnot. I don't believe that. I believe a zombie is just a person who's lost his mind or who doesn't even have a mind because he's demon possessed and he eats other people. A cannibal basically is a zombie. To me at least. Another thing is on Netflix. I don't watch it, I don't have it. But just a few days ago, like last week, I was at my cousin's house. And I was just scrolling through Netflix and seeing some movies, seeing what type of things the world is watching. The #1 show on Netflix is called Lucifer. It's a show about the devil, the fallen angel, Lucifer. The #1 most watched show. Basically, all the movies that are coming out are about zombies. Oh, zombies, infections, contagions or whatever, viruses. Very soon the world will be somewhat like those movies. If the world wants to watch those movies and be entertained by it and worship all those type of movies, we're about to be in a time similar to those movies. But the tribulation is worse because we're not only going to face cannibalism, zombies, we're going to face God's wrath and the plagues. But that's a whole nother subject. So in the dreams that I've had, there will be cannibalism camps, which are just to put it into your mind. Imagine a couple shacks or whatever inhabited by cannibals or zombies. One dream I had years ago, I believe the second tribulation dream I had was about zombies or demon possessed people. That's the best way to explain it. Demon possessed people. So I was in Texas at one of my aunt's houses. All the houses were boarded up, ours included. I went outside to fix a window, to repair it, to enforce it, whatever. I went through the back door. I looked at the neighbor's house. I saw the neighbor. He looked at me. He went inside immediately. I went to the side of the house, and I was going to repair the window or reinforce it. I'm not sure. I looked to the road, and about 20 meters away, there was a demon possessed man, or a cannibal, or a zombie, whatever you want to call it. And he was staring me down. He was walking down the road. I guess he was just looking around at the houses, looking for targets. He was staring me down. I was staring him down as well. I didn't have a gun on me. Thank God I got this. Thank God. I'm going to definitely keep that on me in the tribulation. I was staring him down so I wouldn't look weak. And he started walking towards me. Then he started full-blown running. I ran to the back door, got inside, locked it. We did whatever. Then I got a AK-47. I started shooting. They were trying to break in the house. It turned from one zombie into multiple zombies. I started shooting at the windows that were breaking in. Then we went upstairs. Then I woke up. The house doesn't have an upstairs, but that's what happened. Recently, one of my cousins told me he had a dream about zombies and that we were defending the house against zombies. He said he doesn't watch those movies. He doesn't focus on it, think about it. It came out of nowhere. A whole zombie movie. And around that time was the time I was actually telling my family about zombies. That's around the same time I started telling my other cousins about zombies. And he just had a dream about it. So he said it was very weird. I know for a fact that dream was about the tribulation. So God showed him a dream, just because he's one of the cousins that he's the only cousin actually that talks to me about it, that or texts me about it, talking about it. I've talked to many cousins about the tribulation, which is gonna happen this year, next year, the year after. Very soon though. So I know for a fact he will be a true believer. He doesn't really follow God today, but if we're in the tribulation, he's going to be ready for it. He's not going to be surprised if it actually happens. To him, it's a possibility, you know what I mean? So just recently I had, I think like, no, I had one time. I've had many dreams, but I forget a lot of them. So we're in a hotel, very big hotel. five, probably more than 5 stories, probably 8 stories, something like that. Maybe 10. I don't remember. But we were in the elevator. One of them was packed. I saw like full, no extra people could be in there. Elevator full, and they tried to go up, then boom, the elevator, like it went up a little, or it just like fell down a little, then it stopped. Eventually, I went outside, and it was something straight out of a zombie movie, but it was the tribulation. This could be influenced because I did watch some some of those zombie things. I should not watch those. I'm not going to. Y'all should not watch them. It's bad to watch them. I was just trying to see what the world is watching. Y'all should not do it. That's why I did it already. So y'all don't got to. So I saw trucks, semi trucks going down the street, zombies, like chasing them and all types of crazy things. Then we got in the truck. Someone picked us up. And that semi truck started chasing us. I saw a bus full of zombies. I saw a couple buses actually full of zombies. So what does that mean? It's very possible there will be a virus that turns people into zombies. Very possible. Very possible. There was one of the TV series on Netflix I saw was about, they had 3 different vaccines and 3 different test lab rat people, kind of like all the people who take the snake bite, the V's that they got for COVID, like those. They had lab rats, but people who are just, but no, they weren't willing though. Today, people are willing to be lab rats for the government, for the elites, for the New World Order. But in the movie, they didn't want it, so they forced inject one person. He turned into a zombie, and then they shot him in the head. The second person with the second vaccine, he started shaking his head. He started convulsing his head. And I think he broke his jaw from shaking his head so violently, and he snapped his neck, I believe. Unless they shot him and I didn't realize. The third person, they gave him the vaccine, and the zombies, by that time, after they gave him the vaccine, the zombies broke in to the lab. And this was the last chance or whatever to a vaccine. This lab here. The lab they were doing it at. So I believe the doctors or whatever they were, I don't know what happened to them. I think they tried to escape. I don't know if they did or if they got killed or turned into zombies. But the third test subject, lab rat human, the zombies broke in and they started eating them all up on his chest. And then eventually he survived, and later in the show, they found him alive, and they said, "Oh, he's the cure. He's the anti-zombie or whatever." I only watched like a season or 2 seasons, I believe. I was talking to my cousin Lorraine or Lorena or Lorenza. And I asked her, "Do you think it's possible for zombies to be real? And she said, yeah. I was talking to her about the tribulation and that we're in the last days, and she believes. Right now at this point, her and another cousin and my brother actually have talked to me in a way where they believe that we're in the last days, or they wouldn't be surprised if the tribulation happened. Because I've been telling my family for months and months, probably close to a year, about the tribulation and that we're in the last days. So when I first started, everyone, they didn't want to hear it. They didn't believe it. They thought I was probably crazy or whatnot. Now, because they're seeing these things going on, how crazy the world is getting, and so fast, they're starting to not deny it or push against it as much. So that's why the devil, and I'm adding this on, but the devil has been trying to attack me in a lot of ways. One of the big things, he still tries to attack me mentally, spiritually, physically as well. He hasn't caused no marks or nothing like a exorcism, but he attacks me so much because I'm making these videos as well, because I'm preaching to my family. Once there's a Christian in a family, if he's a true believer, he might end up converting his whole family, and then his whole family gets saved. That's what the devil hates. He doesn't want that. So the devil tries to attack me a lot, a whole lot. In the tribulation, it's very possible there's going to be a virus that turns people into zombies, or the snake bite that they have right now. It's very possible. There's some things in life where if you get it, it doesn't show side effects until a certain amount of time. If you get asbestos, if you were an asbestos worker in the 1980s, it may take up to 40 years for you to develop the cancer from the asbestos. Whatever it's called, I forgot what it's called. Some things take a couple months, couple years. Even the coronavirus, they said the incubation time is like 7 to 14 days for it to incubate. The rabies can take years, I believe, for a person to actually. They can have rabies, but it may take some time for the rabies to incubate and get strong enough until the person dies. But rabies is very different. Even if rabies mutated and it was just crazy, it started infecting humans. Even if that happened, rabies kills you eventually. The animals who have it, their throats get like messed up, and they're scared of water. They can't drink water. You could only go 3 days without water. So rabies, if the rabies mutated and started affecting humans like crazy, they would die very fast. Especially if it mutated, because it would probably be even more dangerous. It's very possible that in China today they have a zombie virus that they're just getting ready to put out on the population. In the dream, there was buses full of zombies. So what does that mean? One person on the bus probably bit another person, and then they turn into zombies, and then eventually the whole bus is full of zombies. The government could possibly be planning these type of things. And I'm not telling y'all this to scare y'all. If it scares you, well, that might be a good thing because it's going to put you right. But, it's like if you're going to war, you're not just going to go to war just like that. You're going to study the enemy. You're going to get trained. You're going to know what to do. You're going to know what to expect. You're going to know to expect the unexpected. To know if things go wrong, you got to make a plan. So I'm telling y'all this to prepare, to get ready. You can go in the rapture. If you go in the rapture, you will disappear and you will go straight to heaven. You will not be here in the tribulation. If you go in the rapture, you just leave this place, you go straight to heaven. I really recommend y'all do that. I'm preparing for that. I'm preparing for a literal zombie apocalypse. I'm not the only person who has these dreams or who even believes this. A lot of other people, they have dreams of the same things. I actually saw on one of my videos, a lady, God bless her soul, commented that she had dreams about cannibalism camps. And I had one too. So we had, I've never talked to her, no nothing. She just said she had a dream about cannibalism camps or zombie camps. And I had a dream about that as well. Other people as well. We're not the, a lot of people have had these dreams. And the lady, I think she made a video about it saying, she doesn't, I may be incorrect about this, so don't take my word on this. Or don't follow me at all, actually. But she doesn't watch those movies. She doesn't watch, she just had a crazy random cannibalism camp dream. So that's not the only thing that there will be. And when I say that, y'all might get a wrong thing in mind where you just think about just completely brainless, lost zombies just wandering. No, they're going to think. There probably will be some mentally disabled zombies or cannibals, but there's also going to be very smart cannibals that think. I have not heard them talk. I've heard them mumble, I believe, if I could remember some of my dreams correctly, they mumble to each other. So they might eventually die from the virus, if it is a virus. I'm not sure. Expect them to talk. Expect it. They might try to set you up by crying over there. Then you try to help them. Then they kill you, torture you, eat you. So I'm pretty much done with this video. And thank y'all for commenting on my last video. I'm very, very, very grateful for that. The likes, I got like over 10 likes or something, I believe. Oh, I got like 10 comments. I'm very grateful. Thank y'all for that. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Also, in the comment section, if y'all have any questions or if you want me to make a video about something, speaking about something, I'll gladly make a video about that. So, God bless y'all. I'm out.